the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
How about the big tight end keeping his concentration? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He might want another play. To the air, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll run it from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
Yeah, and Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
To pass, it's Iamaleava. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
Turning it on! The 20! Touchdown, UCLA! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Nice move. Creates some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to see.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Quarterback moving. The throw. He's got it. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's pulled down after a tough one. Gets it to the 6.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Lets it fly. Intercepted for the 11th time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Here's the handoff. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and look to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Better find the ear plugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
So now it's second and long. from the gun. They'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
And the Bruins decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to pass. It's Sayed. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And the Buckeyes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going up top. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
This time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He makes the grab, and he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Flores. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Flores. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Thomas.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying the left side. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the 1st half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the 1st half.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flores. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Alabama is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 21 to Georgia. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Bruins! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll bring it out. It's Porter. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. This possession from their own 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on second down. Under fire. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 21.
What a day, his 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the lone back. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he tacks on the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
Number 94, set to kick off.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running it to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Loses 6.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires downfield. Got his man on the right. And he's dragged down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, looking to pass. That catch would have given him the first down, but just a smidgen out of bounds, and they'll turn it over on downs. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
inside handoff. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. QB draw. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On first down, here comes this offense. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team